All right, it is Sunday, April 6th, 2025, and it has been a long time since I've been out here. Oh man, I didn't turn my notifications off, so things are going to be popping up on the phone here. What was I thinking? I'm a little rusty, just trying to get back in the groove here. But yeah, I have not been out in a long time. Used to make these videos outside quite a bit, but spring is spring is here. Crazy. Summer will be here before you know it. Sun's out, longer days, going to get longer and longer. A lot of things going on in the economy, in the world, on the world stage. We have this whole tariff thing spooking the markets quite a bit. Crypto's down. I see Litecoin, Bitcoin's like $78,000. Litecoin dropped to low 70s, somewhere in there. Watching that happen. And I don't know the futures if they've opened yet on the stock market. We saw silver drop $5 from 35 down to under 30 last week. Just a lot of panic in the market. There is a lot of froth in the market just because trillions of dollars have been created. And maybe that's starting to get unwound. If that's the case, I guess I have to approach it from the standpoint of, what are you afraid of? There's a lot to be afraid of, I guess. If you really allow yourself to be afraid, if you live in fear, it's probably not a good thing. Not good for your stress levels, not good for your heart, blood pressure, all those things. So I guess the best thing right now is to not embrace that fear and look at the reasons I look at personally, the reasons why I do the things I do. I look at cryptocurrency as, specifically Litecoin, I look at it as, what would I want to be in if the markets are crashing? What do I want to hold in my possession if things are falling apart? Do I want to hold stocks? They're highly manipulated. Do I want to lock it up in that existing vampire system to where anything can happen there? Any kind of controls can be put in. I think of after 9/11, couldn't even fly on a plane for over a week, something like that. These rules, these regulations can be put in place. Panic measures. The thing that can't be done to something that's decentralized, a decentralized form of money, is you can't lock it down. You can't really control it. You've got multiple computers out there running that code, validating transactions. This is exactly why cryptocurrency was invented. This is why Bitcoin was invented. I choose Litecoin because it fulfills the Satoshi white paper much better than Bitcoin does now. It is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system that operates outside of the government, outside of the banking system. So if we have a lockup in the banking system, a freeze up, if we have markets freezing up, cryptocurrency is still going to work. And so you can put any dollar amount that you want on that, but what's the price when you can hold something that no one can control you from using? What is the price on that when everything falls apart? And to me, yeah, it looks bad. Oh my gosh, I put $100 into this coin and now it's worth 70. Or, I paid $108,000 for this coin and now it's 78,000. When it comes down to it, at least you can use it. At least you have the ability to hold it in your possession, send it anywhere you want, anywhere in the world, on a Sunday when the markets are screwed up, not open, everybody's worried about what's going to happen. You can still use that. And the real value of that type of monetary instrument, that type of economic weapon, is yet to be realized. This is the time. This is why people are in cryptocurrency. This is why I am in cryptocurrency. I remember standing basically in this spot right here, pretty close, maybe right over here in the gap. I remember doing a video. Gosh, it was, I was talking about Litecoin had been running for 7 years straight. And that was a pretty big deal. Now it's 13 and a half years, been running nonstop, processing transactions, moving your energy anywhere you want to move it. And nothing can stop that. To me, that's powerful. That's why I'm in this. I'm not worried about the price of it because I know at some point when you can't put a price on anything, what is the value of something that you can hold and you can use? The dollar amount doesn't matter because the dollar doesn't matter. That's why we're in this. If the dollar collapses, then what do you want to have? Yeah, you can have some gold, have some silver, but what's the most fluid type of money that can be used anywhere at any time? And that's why, cryptocurrency is a great thing. Litecoin specifically. I love Litecoin. It's never failed me. The network has never failed. And it's, like I said, 13 and a half years. It's a pretty big deal. And especially having a finite supply, there's only so much of it to go around. So as the world burns, Litecoin still turns. It's still going. So I don't think this is a time that we should be sitting back panicking. This is the time that I think a lot of people have prepared for. And you might wake up tomorrow and the price of cryptocurrency is $1. Can you get it though? And I saw today, PayPal, you know, I tend to, been picking up some cryptocurrency on PayPal when I bought it. And what I've noticed earlier this week, I bought some, no problem getting it out. Today, I bought some, well, come back in 48 hours. Now, usually it doesn't take that long, but you can get it out, but you have to get it out in small increments. So let's say you wanted to go out there and buy 5 Litecoin. You're not gonna be able to take that 5 Litecoin out. Trust me, I've tried it. Because this is what always happens. These markets, Coinbase has done the same thing. When these markets start to get a little crazy and volatile and the prices are dropping, you're not able to transfer it out when you buy it immediately. And I buy it the same way every time, and I can always take it out. Now, in situations like this, they start kind of circuit breaking it a little bit, so to speak, makes it difficult to withdraw it. But having it in your own possession is a big deal. It really is, because all of this stuff can freeze up, and they cannot shut down the Litecoin network. It can't be done unless we have an EMP in a world-ending event. But at that point, you're not going to the gas pump, and you're not going to the store and paying with digital anything, because nothing's working. So, so long as we don't go full Mad Max and we're going digital, which I think we are, that's pretty obvious, then something like Litecoin is something that I think, well, I know I want to hold. I want to be able to use it. And right now, if I need to get something, I can use it. You know, I don't have to go ask for permission, go to the bank, because who knows? I mean, we may wake up tomorrow and the bank doesn't allow any withdrawals. You may not be able to transfer anything. In 2008, we had a situation where the banks didn't trust each other. So that's when Congress had to come in with, I don't know, it was like $768 billion, which seems like nothing now. We're overspending over $2 trillion a year as a country. $2 trillion. And at the time, it was a big deal. 768, it might have been 786, you know, I'm dyslexic. But it could have been, you know, $800 billion, let's just call it that. And the first time it didn't pass, Congress didn't pass. And then Hank Paulson, the Treasury Secretary, came out and said, hey, we're going to have tanks on the street. You know, we might have martial law. Congress passed it to keep the system going, because the banks at that point didn't trust each other to transfer any money. I mean, so your money, what you thought you had in there, you couldn't use it. I mean, to me, that's the biggest thing. Can I use it when I want to use it? I want those assets. I've run these numbers many times, but, you know, if you've got 8 billion people in the world and there's 84 million Litecoin, and that's the top end of it. But if you just take those numbers, that's 0.01 Litecoin for each person. If you got 1 Litecoin, look at that purchasing power that you have that no one can stop you from using on a day where things are shut down. Things may seem to be collapsing, but you still have a finite asset that can be moved instantly anywhere in the world. So I don't know what the price is. If it's based in dollars, who knows? It's just who wants it, because once you understand that need, you know, again, it's like a, you know, any kind of weapon, you know, it's better to have it, not need it, than need it and not have it. And that's kind of the situation where we're at right now. We have to really step back and, you know, think about, is this it? Is this the moment? You know, I don't want to put fear out there or anything. The markets are doing enough of that. But I think it's very important that we realize, have it in your hand, have it in your possession. This is exactly why cryptocurrency was invented. Exactly why it was invented. So that people had tools to use a fluid form of money in a time of crisis. And even more so than that, I use it all the time. And the reason I do is because it is useful and I can send it. And especially with Litecoin, having private transactions, I can send Litecoin via MWeb and it shows up and don't know where it came from. It's an important thing. Privacy is going to be very important going forward, especially in this digital surveillance world where everything, they're logging into your bodies for frick's sakes. We really, really need to get serious about what works and what is going to work on the other side of this transition, because make no doubt about it, no mistake, we are transitioning. We are at a point where things are changing and we are going into a new world order. Now, what type of new world order is it going to be? Is it going to be the one we heard about, the 1,000 points of light and all that stuff, a new world order, and George Bush? Is it going to be a new order of the ages? Elon Musk even said it. They're telling you. They're telling you. And now it's just a matter of, okay, choose your own adventure. What new world order are we going to find ourselves in as we transition out of this old vampire casino? Is it going to be a new digital vampire casino where they have stable coins and we just replace the dollar? We don't have a CBDC, but we have stable coins. Those can be locked down and controlled. They can be programmed. It's programmable money that they can put limits on. They can put restrictions on it. It's no different than having your money in the bank on a Sunday. But it's going to be every day, every minute of every day. And somebody controls that. You need to look at decentralized money. You need to look at things like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Digibyte, those things that have the power, that give you the power to be able to transact any time of the day, 24/7, 365, 366 on a leap year. It could get serious. I mean, it may very well get serious. But again, I am not going to live in fear. I am going to put my energy, put all my resources in things that can serve me, things that I can use, tools that I can use. So today's a good day to take stock of it. And you know what? Hear the birds singing. It's a beautiful day out. Grass is getting green. Kind of getting some things done around here because I'll be mowing the grass soon. And that's okay though. Life goes on and we do what we have to do. But focusing in a fear-based system is exactly where they want us. That is not where I want to be. I want to go beyond that, and I want to transcend that, and I want to use those tools that allow me to do that. Have no fear. As my buddy Thuran says, fear not, and don't fear. And so, even though everyone is prognosticating the end of the world, might be the end of the world as we know it, but it's going to go on. While that happens, what am I doing? Something crazy. I'm going to go to Las Vegas. I'm going to go to Las Vegas for the Litecoin Summit, May 29th and 30th. Because I just, I believe in the technology. I believe in decentralized money. I believe in the power that it has going forward in this new digital age, this new world digital age. If we're all digital, which we are, I want money that works in that system that I can control, that I can hold my own possession. I can do whatever I want with it. So I support that. So don't let things get to you. Enjoy nature a little bit. Take a little bit of walk. Take some deep breaths, and just take stock of the beauty of life, and make that part of your existence. Don't make the fear. Don't make the what they want you to believe. Because that's all this is. It's problem, reaction, solution. It's that whole Hegelian dialectic to where, oh my gosh, we have a problem. Oh, fix it for us. Give us a solution. Oh, and then they implement it. Everybody reacts, and then the solution that's already been, preordained gets rolled out. Don't be a pawn on that chessboard. Get off the frickin' chessboard. Get out of the vampire casino, as I go to Vegas and go to the casinos. But I don't gamble. I'm there for the people. I'm there for the energy, the good spirit of people. And I think as we come together, we are powerful, and we do have all the ability to move past this and transition through this. And the tools are all there. We're there. We are the ultimate, power source. And we've got weapons to allow us to do what we want to do, economic weapons. Litecoin being, in my mind, first and foremost, with that fixed supply, with a network that has never failed, 13 and a half years running, privacy, it just works. It's always worked, and it will continue to work. And I will I'll put those eggs in my basket. So I really hope that you don't worry about this stuff. I mean, most of you are properly positioned, and this is what we've been waiting for, and we'll get through it. It's not that we're hopeful that things are going to, crash and burn, but, you have to break some of those eggs, I guess, to make the omelet. We have to transition through this, and the best way to do that is with the proper tools and the tools that we can use in our own possession. All right, so just some thoughts. Maybe I'll make some more of these videos. I really need to, because I do enjoy it, and I just haven't done it. And so I'm rebirthing. I'm transitioning. I'm ready, baby. We're gonna light that fire, and we can do that together. So don't worry about this stuff. Trust yourself. I mean, trust your instincts and trust your gut. Everything you've been doing. If you haven't done it and you wanted to do it, you better do it. Take action. I mean, interact with the universe, and it'll reach a hand back. I mean, it really will. So I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I really do. And hopefully this is a little bit encouraging. I'm encouraged. I'm not afraid. I'm really not scared. Living without fear. All right. Have a wonderful Sunday and enjoy this ride, baby. All right. I love you all. I really do. A wonderful Sunday, and we'll talk again this week as things unfold. All right. Always trust yourself, though. You really trust your instincts. Trust yourself. All right. Love you all.